Hi kids, I am Coder Boy and in today's class we will look at the motion categories code blocks. Today we will look at these 7 code blocks and in the next video we will look the remaining code blocks. So what do code blocks do? So with these code blocks we can change the position of our sprite and the coordinates will help us with that which we learned about in our previous videos. So let's begin. The very first code block is move 10 steps. We will bring this code block into a white area. Now what will this code block do? Our sprite will move 10 steps forward. Now, why is this sprite only moving forward? Why not in another direction? This is because a default direction is set for it on the backend. If we look below, its direction shows 90 degrees. When we change the direction and then click move 10 steps, it will move in that particular direction. Now there are two ways to change the direction. We can either change the direction by typing or we can set the direction by dragging this arrow here. Now we will change the direction and after that when we run the code block it will take 10 steps in the direction we have set. If we need to delete a code block there are two options. Either right click and then click the delete button or drag this code block and drop it into the code block area. The next code block is turn 15 degrees. What will this do? When we run this code, our sprite will change its position by 15 degrees. For example, if it's currently at 90 degrees, after running this code block, it will go to 105 degrees. Now here you can see there's an arrow on turn 15 degrees pointing to the right. Means when we run this code block, our sprite will turn 15 degrees to the right. The other code block is turn 15 degrees with the arrow pointing towards left. Which means when we run this code, our sprite will change its direction by 15 degrees to the left direction. Now after that our code block is go to random position. In this code block we have two options. One is random position. When we run this code block our sprite will go to any random position on this screen. The other is mouse pointer. To use this what will we do? We will bring the when flag click block from the events tab and then take the forever code block from the control tab. Then insert the go to mouse pointer code block here. Now when we clicked our flag, whenever our mouse goes, our sprite will move there. We will look at the events and control categories in detail in later videos. The next code block is go to X and Y. Using this code block, we can select our X and Y positions where we want to take our sprite. Whatever values we insert in here, after running the code block, our sprite will go to that position. After that, we have another code block, glide 1 second to random position. When we run this code, our sprite will glide to any random position. But what's the difference between this code block and go to random position code block? Well, when we run the go to random position code block, our sprite instantly goes to another position. Whereas with this code block glide 1 second to random position, our sprite smoothly goes to another position. We can also change the 1 second timer. This will make our sprite take more or less time to go to that random position. After that, our code block is glide 1 second to X and Y. In this code block, we can set 3 parameters. The first is for time, the second is for X value, and third is for the Y value. In the previous code block, our sprite was smoothly going to any random position. In this code block, we can send sprite to any position of our choice by setting the X and Y values. And we can also set the time for it. So kids, that's all for today's video and we will discuss the remaining code blocks in the next one. In the meantime, use these code blocks and enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.